This is the Transformers Shattered Glass Voyager class Soundwave with Laserbeak and Ravage. This figure is particularly worrisome. It's a great mold. They use a Netflix mold, but the white plastic is really scaring me, so I was a little bit anxious to get this one, but we'll see. We'll talk more about that plastic as we show off the figure. I picked up this figure from Hobby Corner for about $44. Let's get this bad boy out of packaging. And here is Shattered Glass Soundwave out of packaging together with Laserbeak and Ravage. And I got him posed in a crane stance, about to do a Karate Kid or a Cobra Kai move. And you know what? I'm kidding. I kid around with this figure, but when I got him out of packaging, all these colors, this whole white and blue combination palette for Soundwave, you know what? It actually works. I was incredibly surprised at how well this figure looks. I was one of the biggest skeptics when it was first revealed. I honestly thought this was going to look so cheap and just really, I thought it wasn't going to work, but it really does. You know, when you look at it, it looks so premium. Some of the plastic bits like Laserbeak and Ravage, they do feel cheap, but the paint apps, they kind of save these figures. They kind of look premium. I love the gray and red color that this Laserbeak is sporting. This one, white, all white Ravage with some blue highlights. I mean, they actually work. I think these two minions are actually a lot of fun. They do feel cheap, but they look premium. As far as heroic Soundwave goes, I mean, look at this guy. It just feels so premium. The plastic feels more solid. It's actually a lot more solid than I expected it to be. I love this metallic baby blue paint scheme on him. The highlights just make the figure pop. And, you know, a lot of people were concerned about the white plastic. And from the looks of things, if you're seeing it as I'm seeing it right now, we got this figure late. So this figure has been sitting around in some warehouse for a while, and I didn't review it, well, as quickly as I wanted to. So it's been sitting on my shelf too for a while, and so far the white plastic is good. I mean, I didn't keep it in a bin or anything like that. It was just in a box, and the box, as you know, is open. So far so good. I'm hoping the white doesn't turn yellow in a few weeks or so, but it doesn't feel like it's going to. I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't have any scientific basis for that belief, but you know, after handling a lot of plastic from Transformers from Hasbro, this one feels like it's going to stay, especially this one, the glossy white plastic on the legs and on the torso. I think it's going to stay white, and it's really the softer plastic on the biceps and maybe the thighs that are a bit worrisome, but you know, fingers crossed. I have a good feeling these things are going to stay white and not going to yellow out. As far as mold degradation goes, no signs, actually. The joints feel super tight, in fact. So great. This is like the second version of this mold, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just really happy with this Shattered Glass redesign. And for comparisons here, we have the other Soundwave figures. From the Generations line, we've got the War for Cybertron Trilogy, Earthrise, Netflix, Earth Mode, Soundwave, as well as, well, this is the Legacy version of the Siege Soundwave. Now, you can see the weapons, just very similar to the same mold, the blaster and the shoulder cannon. The folding gun's the same. The difference mainly is that head sculpt, that brand new head sculpt, which actually really looks good. It really rocks. I mean, I think it's based off of this mold, but they've somehow molded in a bandana on him. And I'm guessing, you know, at first I thought it was because he was a karate or a martial artist on Cybertron, but I think based on his biography, he's just really chill and cool, kind of makes him like a hippie, and hence he's got the bandana. Now, the minions, on the other hand, are a different story. They did not use the Earthrise or the Netflix version of the minions. They are using the Siege or Legacy version of the minions, as you can see right here. This is the exact same Ravage that they used, and I'm just curious why they didn't use the, I think the better versions of these minions are the Earthrise or Netflix versions of the mold. I mean, they still look great though. I mean, they're probably, I think it's probably the better choice considering the colors that they have on right now. But to be honest, I would have actually preferred the Netflix versions because, I don't know. I do prefer them. I think they're superior, but no idea why they didn't do that. I guess this is Hasbro trying to give you something that's not just a repeat, if you know what I'm saying. It's like they're saying, oh, it's not just a repack of the Netflix Soundwave. We're giving you the Netflix Soundwave with the new head and the Siege minions. So they kind of make it look like it's something new. And for completists, obviously, they're going to get this. But for those who are just casually collecting the Generations Transformers, this might not be that appealing to them. And here he is with his nemesis, I should say, the evil, tyrannical Autobot Blaster. Shattered glass colors. And yeah, they look great together. You can see that he's in all white, depicting that he's the good guy. And then he's in these dark, you know, ominous colors, making him the bad guy. So the figure has great details. It still has that working chest gimmick for his cassette tape player. The head sculpt does have light piping. You can clearly see right here. If you move him closer to the light, see that fantastic green, lime green light piping. Very cool. So he does come with his weapons, his blaster, which folds up, his shoulder-mounted cannon, and this fold-up gun. It's a shame they didn't give him a sword, his monomolecular sword. His blaster did turn into a it's a sonic sword that vibrates. So I was kind of hoping they would repack Starscream's sword, Shattered Glass Starscream's sword with this figure, but I guess that would have exceeded the budget, so okay, and it's an easy fix. You can just let him borrow Starscream's sword. They do transform into their cassette or data device mode, and then you can plug them onto Soundwave's chest, and it'll fit nicely. Ravage in his cassette mode. Oh, he doesn't pop out. Come on. Huh. Oh, he doesn't pop out. That's weird. Usually it's Laserbeak who doesn't pop out, but okay. All right, not bad. Okay. And there we have Soundwave, Shattered Glass Soundwave in his cassette player alt mode. Yeah, he still looks pretty good. The weapons, they will store here and here. So, yeah. And so some final thoughts on this Shattered Glass Soundwave. Man, I thought this figure turned out great. I love this figure. I mean, I'm a big fan of Soundwave, so this was an immediate purchase for me. It was a no-brainer, but I honestly did not think it was going to turn out this great, especially with a significant amount of white plastic. I'm hoping that the plastic will stay in its original color, and I'm hoping Hasbro has fixed their yellowing issues, because so far the plastic's been great. I'm still going to keep it in a bin just to be sure, but I think overall this figure is a great figure. It's definitely one of my favorites in the Shattered Glass continuity of figures. I'm going to give the set a 10 out of 10. If you're a big Soundwave fan, definitely you owe it to yourself to get this figure. But if you're not into the Shattered Glass continuity and you really need that good generation Soundwave for your shelf, I suggest you just save money and try and get the Netflix version of Soundwave. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Shattered Glass Voyager class Soundwave with his minions Laserbeak and Ravage. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.